Hello everybody and welcome to Exercises for Older Adults with Lauren. My name is Lauren and I will be the host of the show. So today I want to talk about lower back pain, and of course before you do anything in this YouTube video you should consult your doctor. Just make sure it's okay for you to do what I'm going to show you. But as I was saying, a lot of the times I get clients that have lower back pain. Older clients, I myself get lower back pain. Three of the main reasons, I'm going to discuss two of them in this video. Three of the main reasons that you might have lower back pain is because of tight leg muscles throughout the back of the leg and maybe even the front of the leg as well. And another reason is you may have a weakened lower back, right? It may be hurting because it's weak. The third reason that I find a lot, and maybe a mixture of all three, is a weak core or abdominal region. So to strengthen the lower back, keep those abdominals nice and strong, and stretch those legs, very important in keeping that lower back nice and healthy, strong, and pain-free. So today we're going to do some stretches. I do recommend, again, talking to a doctor before you try these. I would do 2 sets of 30 each stretch, and I would maybe do this 2 to 3 times a week. You'll definitely see an improvement if the reason is your tight legs. All right, so back of the leg has 3 main muscle groups. So you have your calf down here, you have your hamstring that runs up the back of the leg from about the knee, behind the knee up, and then your glute, which is right around and under the buttock. So we definitely want to stretch these, right? They are connected to the lower back, and that may be causing some pain if they're tight. So how do you know they're tight? Well, what we're going to do is start with stretch number 1. So just extend your foot out nice and straight. And you might already be feeling that pull. If you're already feeling it, it's definitely tight, okay? So if you're not feeling it, start kind of reaching towards the toe. You do not have to touch your toe until you feel just a slight pull. You do not want to go too far. You want to be very careful here, very gentle, but just feeling a tight or slight stretch in the back of the leg there. And again, I would hold it about 30 seconds and then go over to the next leg. Now, of course, that was not 30 seconds. I'm just kind of demonstrating, showing you what to do, and then you can do this after you speak with your doctor and on your own time. So again, about 30 seconds. So I'm pretty flexible. I'm touching my toe. Some of us may be here, some of us may be here. You may really just feel it just by straightening the leg. Next one, you want to think of the calf muscles. So we just did the hamstring. I should have told you the hamstring there. You should have been feeling it behind the knee and up. So next is your calves. So what you can do in the seat is just let me back up a little bit. You're going to bring, same thing, but bring the toe towards the body. So as if someone's pulling a string that's attached to the toes, and now it's really focused more on the bottom half of the back of the leg there, which is your calf muscle. Now, if you're flexible and you can reach the toe, you can assist by pulling back. And then, of course, you want to do the other leg as well. So again, toes up, and just come this way and feeling it in the calf here. So 30 seconds, 2 times each leg. Okay. So we took care of the hamstring, we took care of the bottom there. Now we're going to go into our glutes. So a lot of my clients will have a hard time with this one. So I'll show you a few options. The first one, you're going to completely cross one leg over the other, and you're going to take this knee and hug it into the chest. So you'll be feeling it right around the glutes, right around the buttocks here. And again, you would hold that for about 30 seconds. Now, it may help you just to cross and just push gently down. You're going to feel this more towards the outer glute, but still stretching that area. And another option is just pulling it in like so. So no crossing, just pull that knee straight in. You may feel it, you may not. Again, we're all different, but the ideal stretch would be to be able to cross and pull it in. And then, of course, same thing on the other side. So you should be feeling that right in the glute buttocks area there. All right, so about 30 seconds, again, 2 times each leg, and again, I would do these a few times. So another possibility, let me stand up and show you. You may be here, right? You may kind of walk around with like your buttocks kind of sticking back. That's because right here is tight, your hip flexors. So a lot of the times when you had a desk job or you spent a lot of time seated, what's happening is your hip flexors, instead of when we stand, they're coming closed, okay? So what we need to do is open them up. So we need to stretch them. So if that may be the case, if you feel these are tight, this is going to be one that you have to do standing up. So you can use the chair to kind of hang on for balance if you need to. So what you're going to do is just hang on to that chair and take 1 step back. Again, you want to feel it at the very top of the leg here. You're going to push your pelvis, just kind of push forward. The back of my back heel came up, and I'm feeling it nice and opened right here. So again, 30 seconds, 2 times each leg. So you may have to come over so you can hang on safely. Other leg goes back, and then just push forward. Now, if you're not feeling it, what you might have to do is kind of lean the upper body back a little bit and get that very extra opening position there. Good. All right, so again, 2 to 3 times, 30 seconds, a few times a week. So you did, again, the hamstrings, the calves, the glutes, and the hips. All right, so that brings us to part number 2 of our video. How are you going to strengthen that lower back? All right, so I will show you how to do this standing up with the assistance of the chair, or even just hanging on to a wall, up to you. But what you're going to do is hang on to the chair, and this is also actually going to strengthen the glutes and the hamstrings a little too. But if you feel, you're going to just feel that little lower back pull. You just kind of want to lift. Keep everything nice and straight. And just lift as high as you can. No arching the lower back. Keep your posture. And you want to do 3 sets of 10 on each leg. All right, so for the next few moves, I'm going to get down on my mat. So I will meet you down on the mat. So if you have carpet, that works. You can even do these in bed in the morning. May not be as effective because your mattress isn't hard, right? It's soft, but it's better than nothing. So if you have a hard time getting down on the mat, what you can do once again is do these in bed. So you're going to be flat on your back. And what you're going to do, there's an arch in the lower back, right? You're going to pretend you're just trying to push that lower back into the mat, and that's 1 repetition. Push that lower back down into the mat, 2. So what you're doing is taking your pelvis and pushing it forward. Now, this is for your tight hips, right? This is for getting those hips forward instead of pushed back. So if you don't have that issue with the hips, you can go ahead and just skip forward a little bit. Now, if you do have the issue with the hips, and also if you need to strengthen your back, this is a good one for both. So this is for all of us here. So we're going to now bridge. So every single exercise is 3 sets of 10. So here as well, what we're going to do is push those hips up, kind of thrust them up and back down. Up and back down. Now, there's no way to modify this standing or seated. So it's either in the bed or on the floor. Up and down. So again, 10 of those. Now, the next 2, again, the bed is better than nothing, but you definitely want to try to get down on the mat if it's doable. You're going to go, I'm going to actually turn this way so you can see. So flip it over onto the stomach here, and we're going to go into what's called swimming. This is actually a move from Pilates, so a very beneficial move. Working the lower back here, as well as the buttocks and hamstrings. But what you're going to do is lift 1 leg. You want your feet, your hands out to the corners. Lift 1 leg and the opposite arm with it, and then back down, and then switch, and down, up, and down, and switch, and down. So that's our swimming, 3 sets of 10. I would do 5 each side. Then we can go into what we call Superman. So what you're gonna do is just lift both legs and bring it down. Lift the chest, lift the legs, and bring it down. So really feeling that lower back here, and always checking with that doctor before we do anything, right? Now, what else you can do is stay up here and just flutter kick. Just little kicks, and you're gonna feel it in that lower back. Now, if you need to, what you can do, just kind of release the lower back a little bit, is push your your buttocks back to your heels. And give that a little stretch. Good, just rest your forehead on the mat, and you want to breathe in through the nose and not through the mouth. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Next time, we're going to go ahead and talk about how to strengthen the core seated in a chair. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, everybody.